I love banana bread and I make it every week in my home, and I thought we'd update the recipe for anyone who's vegan. We're adding beautiful blueberries and maybe even topping it with a vegan cream cheese frosting if you're feeling fancy. Okay, you guys, to make my vegan banana bread, you're going to need to gather the ingredients. Here's what you'll need: ripe bananas, flour or gluten-free flour, flax meal and water for the flax egg, baking powder, cinnamon and nutmeg, white sugar and brown sugar or coconut palm sugar, applesauce, melted coconut oil, blueberries, and crushed walnuts. And for the optional frosting, which is my vegan cream cheese frosting, you'll need vegan cream cheese, vegan butter, powdered sugar, and vanilla. That's it. Now let's bake. So here's what you're going to do. First, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Next, prepare your baking pan. I like to use a loaf pan and line it with parchment paper. The first thing we need to do is replace the egg. We need something to bind everything together. So I make a quick flax egg. It's 1 tablespoon of flax mixed with 1 tablespoon of water. Combine it in a small prep bowl and set it aside. In a medium mixing bowl, combine your dry ingredients. First up is the flour. You can absolutely use gluten-free flour and it comes out beautifully. Then add flax meal. This boosts fiber content and adds plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart health. Add a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg, totally optional. Don't forget the baking powder. Then simply whisk together all of your dry ingredients. Next, in a separate bowl, mash your bananas with the back of a fork. I like to use 2 very ripe bananas. Bananas are naturally rich in potassium, which supports healthy blood pressure and muscle function. Now, in a large mixing bowl, combine the rest of your wet ingredients. Start with the mashed bananas, then add organic white sugar and brown sugar. Sometimes I use coconut palm sugar, which is lower on the glycemic index. Your banana bread won't be as sweet, but it's a great alternative option. Next, add 1/2 cup of applesauce, then your melted coconut oil, and make sure it's fully melted. Finally, add your flax egg. By now it should be nicely gelled and you can mix it with the wet ingredients. Next, slowly add the flour mixture. I'm using a whisk here, but you can absolutely use a spoon or a spatula. Try not to overmix. Then add the blueberries and crushed walnuts. Carefully fold them in so everything stays light and fluffy. Pour the banana bread batter into your prepared loaf pan. I like to gently smooth the top with a spatula to create nice even lines. You can even lightly tap the pan on the counter to level out your batter. Bake it at 350 degrees for about 60 minutes. Now remember, every oven varies, so I recommend starting at 50 minutes and test it with a toothpick. If it doesn't come out clean, bake for another 5 minutes and continue checking every 5 minutes until it's done. Once your banana bread is finished baking, prepare the cream cheese frosting. For vegan cream cheese frosting, you're going to need vegan cream cheese at room temperature, vegan butter at room temperature, powdered sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. Place everything in a medium bowl and using a handheld mixer, blend until it's nice, smooth, and creamy. Then refrigerate the frosting while your banana bread cools completely. Once the banana bread is fully cooled, spread the frosting evenly over the top using a spatula. Sometimes I like to sprinkle a few extra blueberries on top for decoration. Serve it immediately or refrigerate it until you're ready to serve. And that's it. It's that simple, delicious, beautiful, and slightly healthier version of banana bread. And it's vegan. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, save, share, and that you are deeply loved by God.